Alright, it's the DGL Season 8 Week 1 match between these two teams. We've got Armada versus VEA tonight, and I've said it in chat, but I'll say it again. Both these teams went undefeated in their divisions last season, in Season 7. Armada was in Division 1, they were your champions. I believe they won the whole thing. And in Division 2, we had VEA as your champions in that division. So, yeah, they got knocked down to division, but they still had a really impressive showing, and have never failed to hold their own against whoever they've played. I think these are probably two of the best teams in the world, and certainly two of the best teams in North America, so this is going to be an excellent match. We've already had a couple predictions coming out in the Twitch chat. My name is Torso. I'll be casting tonight. And if you want to keep on throwing out those predictions, we've had a couple that seemed kind of like jokes, and a couple that seemed pretty reasonable. We saw some 9-0s. I don't think that's going to go for either side. I don't think either side is going to just completely destroy for the whole match and win at 9-0. I think you're looking at more like a 9-5, 9-6, and probably, in my opinion, closer to a 9-7. I think this is going to be a very close match. We've got Wooly, Kisses and Sparkles, Gems, Grinmore, and Kingmaker on Armada tonight. And for VEA, looks like we got Bon, Poderoy, Ripjaws, Ham, and I believe Murdoch is coming in for Ivilch tonight, having a bit of a substitution. Ivilch typically a starting player for the VEA side, but Murdoch certainly no slouch. It's going to be a good addition once he joins in. And yeah, we're just waiting for the last VEA player. Here comes Murdoch to join the server. And if you guys are new to the DGL, or competitive insurgency, or really anything around here at all, you know, or you don't know that we play a pistol round to determine sides at the beginning of the match. This round has no bearing on the final score. That is, if you win the pistol, you don't it's not a scoring round. It just decides which side of the map you start on. If you win the pistol, you get to choose. Then we play 8 rounds before we switch sides. And we play until one team has won 9 rounds. If we win it, if we end up in an 8-8 tie, we go into overtime, and that's a best of 6 situation with 3 round halves, so we can have another tie there. I think in league play, if we have a tie after OT1, we don't do an OT2. We just declare the match a tie and move on with our lives. Was this a tournament, we would play OTs until either someone passed out or someone won. So we're going to go ahead and restart, get straight into the pistol round, and yeah, just going to see what these players do. The pistol will typically not be played out in the same way that you want to play the map when you actually have rifles. Speaking of rifles, we have an Armada player with an MP5 at the moment. I'm sure that will change before the match starts, before the round starts. There we go. Switching to a pistol, so we can't really glean too much of a conclusion about the eventual playstyle of these teams from the pistol match alone. And let's see, I'm seeing some predictions because I'm on a 2-minute delay, so I can't actually... So people watching the stream can't assist the players at all, or so the players can't watch the stream and know what's going on, so I'm actually 120 seconds behind you guys here. I'm seeing 9-0s, VEA 9-0, Armada, I'm seeing 9-2 Armada, 9-0, it says Grinmore 9-0, I guess Grinmore's just going to do it himself. Someone calling out Grinmore dropping a 30 bomb. Intrigue is saying 9-4 Armada, especially when he comes in, so I guess Intrigue still in the Armada roster, although not starting for us tonight. And yeah, we're live into the pistol match. Let's follow Ham here for a second as he runs up into the apartment's position. We can see the Armada player coming up to meet him. Looks like it's Kisses and Sparkles up here in Apps as Wooly gets a kill with a Makarov onto Bon, giving Armada a quick man advantage here early in the round. Kingmaker also getting Bravo capped up. Looks like Ham is looking out the window trying to find this Bravo player. Kisses moving up to the hole position in Apps, trying to pick off the Apps player that he's pretty sure is there. Poderoy holding tires. Kingmaker getting Bravo up to about 90%, moving off. Past his teammate Wooly, who is hiding in security weeds. Sees a player run back up Cubby into Apps. We've got some shooting happening near Balk, where we've got Ripjaws on top of Murdoch. Murdoch seems to know that there might be someone out here. Gems seeing Murdoch move, Manages to take him out. We got Ripjaws trading fire with Grinmore up here in Balk. Grinmore with a nasty jump headshot onto Ripjaws. Ham, meanwhile, taking out Kisses, and we finally have a casualty for Armada here. Really thinking about maybe jumping onto the Bravo point. He must have heard Poderoy go prone here. He's electing to go through the glass towards Charlie, however, as we see Poderoy capping the point back for VEA. Grinmore up here in Balk, looking across to Apps. And looks like positional play coming out of these players now. No one's really darting around the map. Still have Gems holding the street back here. They should have just received an audio notification that VEA was taking the point. Poderoy looks away at exactly the wrong time as Willie comes around the corner and takes him out. We're all down to Ham against 4 Armada players. Let's see what he can pull off in this pistol. Take down Wooly. Kingmaker, however, looking the right direction, knowing his teammate went down from the Insurgent Street. Ham with the wall bang through the stall. It's very hard to do with the pistol because once they go through any kind of obstacle, those bullets do not do very much damage. 35 seconds here in the round. Bravo half cap for Armada. Gems is finally going to put an end to Ham's life. And the pistol round in favor of Armada. So they'll get to choose the side they want to start on. And we'll get into the proper match. Let's keep on having those predictions coming out. I'm going to try to scroll through the chat, although there's just, it's clogged up with memes. It's really hard to see in here. Let's see, we're seeing VEA 9-6 out of root. Let's see what else we got here. And that seems to be Johnny dropping in, Armada 2 player, saying 9-0 Armada. Going to guess there's more than a little bit of bias informing his opinion there, but that's fine. As a boat player, technically I should be biased towards VEA, and dude, I don't know. I think this is going to be a little bit too close for me to really, like, realistically call. It looks like Armada is going to start on security side, and we are just 5 seconds away from what is going to be a very, very awesome match. The have luck, good fun, good luck, have fun's coming out. Ham saying not live. Wondering what's going on in the VEA camp. Murdoch possibly having a bit of a loadout indecision. Gonna restart once more. These teams are very, very evenly matched, and this is a pretty, in my opinion, I know some players are going to disagree, this is a pretty symmetrical map in terms of win percentages. We got Murdoch coming out with a pistol, notably, this first round. I wonder where he's going to take this. Let's just follow him out of the gate, because he's definitely going to be the first person to see somebody move a lot faster when you're carrying a light load in this game. Looks like he's going to run onto Bravo or possibly go through balcony. He's going to catch out Kisses and Sparkles in Cafe for that first kill of the match. He's checking the street as he should because Gems is there to meet him. Manages to get the quick kill onto Murdoch. Kingmaker already has Bravo half cap for Armada. Wooly taking down Poderoy. And we have the map split in half between the Insurgent and Security Forces at the moment. Bond looking frantically for this Bravo player. Wonder if Kingmaker is going to stick this cap and get his teammate back in. He is, especially since he's under fire, and moving from his position is pretty risky. We've got Ripjaws creeping up onto Balk. We've got Grinmore waiting up here just for someone like Ripjaws to push through and get shot in the side of the head. Ham, meanwhile, looking for the spawn from Armada. May end up catching him out if he decides to go to the street. Wooly, in the meantime, taking down Bond. Ham being extra thorough. Looking for Kisses. Kisses making sure he's not getting spawn camped, because even with only 2 players up, it is something that VEA is capable of doing. Gems takes down Ham. Kisses should be safe to leave now, although he is just hanging back. It's all down to Ripjaws here on balcony, and it looks like Armada's basically got him cupped in. We got Kingmaker, Gems, and Grinmore very close into him. If he makes any kind of sound, they're going to be able to triangulate his position and take him out. And I've forgotten to turn off my Steam friends. So until this match is over, until this round is over, excuse me, we may see a couple messages popping in. So that's my mistake. That's very unprofessional of me. We've got Wooly hopping onto Charlie, putting a time limit onto Ripjaws, putting some pressure on him, getting him to make a decision that's possibly a wrong one. It is Kisses, and Gems manages to take him out. They get him in a crossfire. Kisses waiting the entire time since the Bravo cap in the security spawn location, just in case someone decides to cross for Alpha. It's paying off, and that's the first round in favor of Armada. And I'm going to turn off, let's see here, how do we do this again? When a screenshot is taken. Friends, There we go. Let's. Nah, we're good. Okay. Wait. There? Yeah? Is that what we want? Anyways, hopefully we don't get pinged again, and it interrupts our fun. We've got Kisses coming out with a pistol this time. Running towards cafe or garage. And let's see what he decides to do with this. He's going to play on the Bravo. Ham! With a free fire, I believe that's a wallbang through one of the stalls, taking out Kingmaker. Gems refragging Ham. Ripjaw's playing up on Balak. We got Kisses jumping straight onto Bravo, watching the Insurgent Arches, taking down Bon, who goes to check as soon as Bravo starts to get capped up. Ripjaw's running in very close, taking out Kisses. He knows he's a player cafe, but seems to get stuck onto something. Wooly capitalizing on that, taking out Ripjaws with the MP5. Poderoy stuck in tires. Murdoch and Ripjaws doing some damage, taking out Gems. We're in a 2v2. Murdoch's going to make a break with a pistol again towards Alpha. He's moving very quickly. Grinmore sees him slide through, unable to secure the kill. He's going to have to run down, but might run into Poderoy, who's covering Murdoch's cap on Alpha. Poderoy hears him go prone on Bravo. Or, sorry, near near him, in the ice cream position. I always forget the name of that call-out. Wooly all the time capturing Bravo. It's going to cause Poderoy to run for a spawn camp, and possibly Murdoch as well. Yes, both these players are getting in spawn camp positions. Grinmore calling out Murdoch's position, at least. Armada should be able to take him down with this advanced knowledge, this advanced warning. He sees the player's shoulder. Poderoy getting 2 kills, Murdoch getting 1 kill. That was a nasty spawn camp. Wooly's going to come up completely dry with spawn camps. Doesn't look like he even tried. But Alpha's half capped by Grinmore right now. VEA really needs to stop this cap. Murdoch being very cautious. If they don't stop this cap, all the work they did will be for naught. Grinmore going to take down Poderoy. I think he heard him running. Definitely heard the pin on the grenade. Wooly takes down Murdoch. Grinmore captures Alpha. And just like that, we're in a 5v3 in Armada's favor. This round has really, really flipped favor. And it looks like all of VEA is stuck around Charlie. It's not very much map control, although most of Armada is just now spawning in. So we've got almost a map control reset. Ham hearing Wooly run across, calls him out to his teammates, I'm sure. Ripjaws playing in this garage position. Ham takes down Kisses. So we got Ripjaws taking down Grinmore. Wooly manages to get himself into a nice position behind the VEA players, and as soon as he sees someone jump on Bravo, goes to go check it. Ham takes him down before he can make anything happen, and you're seeing VEA with almost unmatched control for the middle of the map right now, and it's all down to Gems in a 1v2 versus Ripjaws and Ham. He's going to run out on a Bravo and try to get the only thing done that he can, which is retake this with 0 time on the clock. Good thing Ripjaws is watching that, preventing that from happening. That round almost went the distance. I think we only had 2 seconds left on the clock. Lot of frags being traded, a lot of objective captures and objective play. It's 1-1 right now. VEA and Armada are tied. And let's take a look at the scoreboard. Pretty even spread of kills. Bond coming up dry so far, but look for him to be a solid player later in the round. He's a really good aggressive player and also a pretty good sniper when he takes the time to line up his shots. We got Ripjaws top fragging for VEA with 4 kills, tied with Wooly with 4 kills for Armada. And everyone else, you know, we're looking at 1, 2, or 3 kills. It's pretty even. Everyone's playing together. A lot of objective play. Again, it's kind of a trademark of this Armada squad. You'll see them try to control the middle of the map from Bravo and play the map outwards from there. And it's notably sort of a known weakness, I guess, of VEA is the seeming unwillingness to commit to playing a point. It can sometimes come to bite them in the ass. Ham with a great shot onto Kisses up in apps. Murdoch taking down Gems, still rocking that pistol. Wooly takes down Bond. Poderoy takes down Wooly, refragging his teammate. But yeah, Kingmaker's already more than halfway capped on Bravo. He's about 3/4 capped, and this is what I was talking about, this kind of unwillingness to check points and to play the objective. A nade, though, coming in from Ripjaws, clears out the point, but they probably don't know that they got that kill. It is all down to Grinmore. Someone really needs to get eyes on this point, because he's going to slide in here and try to get it capped up. Ripjaws, watching from somewhere nearby, picks himself up 2 kills that round, saves the round for VEA, 2-1 in favor of VEA. And I gotta say, if Grinmore had gotten that cap, that round could have gone either way. It would have been totally reset. We would have had 4 players up for VEA and 5 up for Armada. And we saw how drawn out these rounds can get when these teams start capping their players back in. See a lot of quick trades early on, followed by really just sort of stalemates until someone decides to play an objective, and then a rush to play that objective, or a decision to fall back and cap something else elsewhere on the map. Desert Fox saying Torso doesn't know callouts. Torso doesn't know call out. I'm pretty familiar with the rest of the map. So we got Kingmaker running straight on a Bravo. He seems to be designated Armada's B player for the game. He's going to start get that capped up, see what happens to him, see what his fate is. He's watching towards the tires position. It's like some kind of wallbang attempts coming in everywhere. Here's a player jumping, takes down Bond. Looks like he might have been called out by Gems as well. He dealt some damage. Murdoch, though, deciding to pick up an automatic weapon, takes down Kingmaker. Ham will take down Grinmore from apps. Wooly will refrag Ham. Ripjaws is flashed. I'm going to switch away. Kiss is going to take down Murdoch, and we're watching Poderay try to get the flank off. Kiss is cleaning up another player. Ripjaws goes down. It's all down to Poderay versus 3, with Bravo getting almost all the way capped. He looks in the right position, but has no way of actually seeing that player. Willie's going to get the cap on Bravo. It's 5v1. Poderay in a very, very nasty clutch situation. A little bit of pre-fire coming out. Sometimes that'll rattle the nerves, make the VEA player think that they know where he is, even when they possibly don't. It doesn't look like Enyo is actually looking towards his position right now. We've got Kisses on the street looking away. Gems near Bravo looking away from Poderay, ostensibly would come from. And Poderay's got a lot of time to work for, presuming no one on Armada jumps onto Charlie. Points in the DGL take 20 seconds to capture, unopposed, if you're the only player on it, and you're capturing it from full cap. If it's not like capped up in the opponent's direction, you have to clear it. It only takes about 20 seconds. So Poderay's going to start to make some moves. He made a footstep, but Kisses doesn't seem to have heard him, or if he did, he's not letting on. Poderay picks up on Kingmaker's position. Kisses on the hunt. Just barely misses, but now Poderay is called out. This should prompt a shift from the entire Armada squad. He's only got about 15 seconds left, with a player jumping on Charlie. He's going to check these. Nasty flick shot from Poderay, a jump check, and then a whiff, and then a flick back. He's going to bait that point and run away. Kisses seems to have taken the bait. Trying to secure a wallbang kill. Meanwhile, Wooly's going to capture Charlie. And if an Armada player would just jump on a Bravo, as Kisses has just done, he'll find that it's totally empty. Recaps it. VEA gets capped out. Evening up our score here, 2-2. These are some awesome rounds. We've seen some good play, good team play, good individual flick shots. It's shaping up to be a great match. Bond, notably,
Loading.
still 0 for 5.
Hey, I gotta reload.
Grinmore also slacking a little bit, 1 for 3, but has an objective captured. I credit him with, I believe he capped in his teammates the first or second round, and got Armada the W. Gonna watch Ham out of the gates here. He seems to be playing super aggressively up in apps, trying for pre-fires, trying for wallbangs. Let's just see what he's doing. It looks like it might be pretty interesting. Almost getting pre-fired from the dark window position. I believe that is Grinmore who traditionally makes that pre-fire. Bond taking down Kisses and Sparkles. I think that is that is Armada's apps player, which means that Ham should be clear to push this. I don't know if they've received that communication. Wooly's going to take down Murdoch. Grinmore playing in the dark window position. It was him doing the pre-fire that almost killed Ham. Kingmaker, the Bravo player. And Bravo 75% capped up. They know there's a player up there in apps. Ham taking some serious fire. He's getting flanked. Gems picks up on a player lying down outside of tires. Wooly's going to kill Ham. Rip's going to kill Grinmore, and Bond's out here in the street near tires, getting the kill onto Gems. Got Kisses, once again, kind of playing it cautious out of spawn. Can't really afford to do this for very long because it's a 2v2. Bond watching the street. Kisses picks up on the player, gets a nasty wallbang into Ripjaws, does not know that he secured that kill just due to the fact that he emptied the rest of his mag over there. Kingmaker's hopping onto Charlie. It's all down to Bond in a 1v2. Armada thinks it's a 2v2, however, and that really should inform how they play out the rest of the round. Kingmaker looking in the right direction, takes down Bond. 3-2 in Armada's favor. That was just a nasty, nasty wallbang out of Kisses. Wooly and Ripjaws still tied for top frag of the server. 8-3, 8-4. Some pretty good scorelines after just 5 rounds of play. Wooly also with 3 objectives. Murdoch with the only objective point for VEA. Once again, just like highlighting the focus of these two teams. I think you'll see VEA typically be more aggressive around the sides, where Armada will go straight up the gut, get bodies on points. Gonna follow Wooly with a little bit of indecision, decides to go this direction, so I make a quick course correction. Looks like he and Gems gonna double up in Cafe. Gems staying behind. Wooly pushing out on Bravo, getting flashed from somewhere. I don't know whose flash that was. Kingmaker playing off of B, gonna kill Bond, the potential B player, for VEA, and start to recap this point in Armada's favor. Ripjaw's gonna take down Kisses. Grinmore's gonna take down Ham. And we've got Kingmaker locked in a duel with someone up there on Balk. Gems and Wooly, 2 quick kills on the Podoroy and Murdoch, will end us up with 4-2 in Armada's favor.
Reloading.
Some very close rounds, but we saw a very simple strategy switch coming out of Armada. Playing around the point rather than literally on it. Had a player in their arches, had a player coming in from Cafe, playing on the insurgent side. Being very effective. You know, that decision to play off the point, kill whoever decides to go straight for it, and then move from there was a good call. One of many pages in Wooly's playbook. It's the size of a small car, I hear now. Need a couple forklifts to move that sucker around. Doesn't have to worry about anyone stealing it, because if you can pick that up and move away with it, more power to you. Gonna follow Ham, making it past the pre-fire because it's very, very late or non-existent. Up into apps. Gonna take a defensive position. Wooly with a kill onto Murdoch. I'm just gonna chill. Gem's gonna take down Bond. We're in a 5v3 man advantage for Armada. As soon as I say that, Ham will take down Wooly, evening out the odds at 3v4. Kingmaker, though, making it a 5v3 once again. Grinmore is pinned down in apps by Ham, who decided to come back up there after killing Wooly. Ripjaw's taking down Kingmaker, jumping onto Bravo. Needs to be careful, however, of Kisses up here on balcony. Check Balk and probably try to kill the Bravo player. Gems moving in from Cafe as well, as Podoroy gets a kill onto Wooly. Kisses take down Ripjaws. Bravo about 75% capped for VEA. Ham still up in insurgent side apps. Gems going for the wallbang. Ham doing some damage, taking down Kisses. It's a 2v2. Got Ham and Podoroy. Just going to play onto Bravo against Grinmore up in apps and Gems near the Cafe position. Got Ham getting refragged by Grin after he takes down Gems. We're in a 1v1. Podoroy, though, looking like he's going to be able to cap Bravo, bring his team back in. Grinmore playing off the point. Maybe he didn't know the player had rotated there. Maybe his decision was to wait until he capped and go for the retake. But just barely missing Podoroy's position here. Podoroy can hear him. He should turn and shoot him, and he does. 4-3 in favor of Armada still, but that was a very convincing round in VEA's favor. They controlled the middle of the map very, very well. It was a masterful play by Podoroy, being very sneaky, going for the flanks,
I need
Good
a
awareness
second, gotta
with
load.
the ears, knowing exactly where Grimor was as soon as he made a sound. I wouldn't be surprised if VEA picks this up and we go 4-4 at half. Murdoch dropping, unfortunately. So we're going to have to do a pause. And everyone feast your eyes on the scores, because at the moment there is a slight glitch in the game anytime you restart a round, as we're going to have to. When Murdoch reconnects, the KD gets wiped. The round scores stay the same, luckily, so we won't need to reset anything there or to keep track of that. It'll stay 4-3, but the KD will just disappear, so take your screenshots. Bond getting some kills last couple rounds. I haven't been keeping track of him, but he's finally got himself on the board. Resetting the KD might actually be a good thing in his case, because he won't have to look at a negative scoreline anymore. Everyone else in this team, I believe, is positive, or was positive. Murdoch coming back in. I'm thinking he was positive. I forgot to check at the very end of the round, although Murdoch crashed out, it seemed, as soon as the round was over. So once he gets set up, we'll restart this round, play the last round before half. And sitting at half, guys, let's get some more predictions coming out. So far, everyone who guessed anything 9-0, 9-1, 9-2 has been incorrect. Let's see, we got stuff saying VA needs to cap stuff instead of just fragging. You're right. I think that last round was a really good indication of what happens when you play with objective focused. Chronic explaining how Grenmore is able to shoot the M16 so damn fast. He alternates paintball style with his index and middle fingers on mouse button 1. It's totally possible I can get the rate of fire, I just can't aim it because I haven't practiced. Let's see here. What else we got here? Basically just a whole lot of talking about Grenmore's rate of fire. We're going to be catching a little bit more of that, hopefully a lot more of that. In fact, let's follow Grenmore. Wait. That is an M4. That is a fully automatic weapon. So any kind of rate of fire you're going to see out of Grenmore, probably not going to be alternate tapping, at least this round. Grenmore typically taking an M16. I'm wondering if he's not playing his typical Balk dark window position anymore. He's not. He's heading towards apps, it looks like. Let's just follow him up into apps. Sliding under the pre-fire. I'm pretty sure that's Ham, still up there in apps. Ham just loves playing apps. Kingmaker's on Bravo. King and Wooly getting kills simultaneously. Murdoch and Bon are down. We're in a 5v3. Armada's up 2 players. We've got Wooly getting the flank through kitchen here. Onto the tires position for VEA. Takes down Poderoy. Got Kingmaker and Cubby. Kiss is taking down Rip, and here comes Ham and Cubby. Kingmaker just watched his teammate die in front of his eyes, and though traumatized, will possibly go after Ham here for the kill. Ham back himself into a corner as King captures Bravo. He's getting capped out. There's an Armada player on Charlie. He's got to make a move. Unfortunately, it's right into the arms of Kingmaker. We're 5-3. Armada just barely winning that half. The good halves, I'm sure, coming out there. I've turned down the voices all the way, just in case teams start talking to each other in dead chat. Looks like Chronic is still calling 9-6. In which way, Chronic? Be curious who you think's going to win. Chronic, a Armada 3 player, I think? So he's probably thinking Armada's going to win. A little bit of the bias coming out. I still think it could go either way. After that round, only Ham coming up with kills for VEA. King and Wooly each with 2 kisses with a kill, also the only death. And if I read that right, looks like VEA is going to sub. Ivilch has made an appearance. I'm curious who's going to drop out. Murdoch is still here. Bond's gone, so Bond's having a bit of a bad game. It's a tactical substitution for VEA. Putting in the veteran Ivilch for the, relatively new to the squad. Bond has been here for, I believe, 2 or 3 seasons. Played on VEA 2 a couple seasons ago. And then when VEA and VEA 2 were collated, it's the wrong word, when they were combined last season, he was playing on the squad, got some playtime in, and made it up onto the first team. So good on him. Just a bad game for him, I suppose. So let's watch the newcomer Ivilch, see what he does in this match. We got VEA down 2 rounds, it's 5-3 in favor of rmada at half. Just switched. Let's get into the second half. One difference between Ivilch and Bon, besides the FOV that makes it feel like it's going a million miles an hour, is just Ivilch's tendency towards raw aggression, flanking, and nasty flick style play. As we see with a kill onto Kingmaker, he knows that rmada players are going to start off straight to the objective. Kisses with the refrag. Poderoy taking down Wooly, however. Kisses somehow surviving this barrage of bullets. Ham finally securing the kill to Mark 18 on Kisses up and Abs, and we're down to Grinmore and Gems. Grinmore going for Alpha against 4 VEA players. Looks like Poderoy is playing off the point. Looks away as Gems comes into Bravo. Murdoch, however, takes down Grinmore, and it's all down to Gems, who's running through Garage at the moment. Looks like Murdoch's trying to keep Alpha locked down. He'll recap. Gems is looking to play on a Bravo. Picks up on Ham running into Bravo, maybe just off the top of his head. Ripjaws, though, getting the refrag. Good communications. Win VEA the round. It is 4-5. Ivilch really making his presence known with that initial kill, making sure that rmada does not get the early Bravo control that their playstyle really revolves around. If you can deny them that, you've got a good chance of winning the round. Ivilch picking up an UMP 45. A little bit of a departure from his normal MP5 play. Wooly with a Sterling, probably my least favorite weapon in the game at the moment, but that's just really my opinion. Let's see what he is able to do with it. Let's just follow him out of spawn, see where he's running with this thing. It's very light, but it doesn't hit particularly hard or shoot particularly fast. I almost think that if you're going to rush, you're better off with a pistol. If you're going to play, somewhere solid, you're better off with a rifle. But he's going to make it out onto Bravo. Ham and Gems picking up kills. Kisses and Poderoy are down. Wooly, here's a grenade pin. Takes down Murdoch, who throws that grenade onto Bravo, tries to stop the Bravo cap. Does damage to Kingmaker, but does not kill him. Looks like Wooly just ran past Ivilch. Ivilch taking him down. We've got Grinmore pieing around corners on Balk, jumping down to help rmada cap Bravo. I'm thinking VEA maybe thought they would clear Bravo after they killed Wooly. Or, yeah, they killed Wooly. Grinmore's going to take down Ham as well. It's all down to Ivilch, who gets picked up by Grinmore. Grinmore having a huge round there. I think he got all 3 of his kills since the reset in that round in pretty quick succession. Just a very dominant force up there on balcony. Kingmaker is still playing the objective. Hasn't gotten a kill since the reset, but 5 objectives. Objectives don't get reset, I should mention, when you restart the round. So those have stayed since the beginning of the match. That's not the 5 kills in 2 rounds or whatever. That is, however, 0-1 in 2 rounds. So let's watch Kingmaker. It's going to run out onto Bravo, I'm assuming, if everything holds steady from the previous rounds. Looks like a little bit of a nervous tick. Switching the fire modes on his AK as he's running around. Doesn't actually slow you down, I don't think. If it does, then the joke's on him. He's going to run through Garage this point. Looks like rmada player's just waiting out the pre-fire. Ivilch is going to hop on Bravo unopposed at the moment. And it looks like an alpha strat coming out of... Or what is going on? Looks like a huge stack from rmada, with Wooly being the only player on the Charlie side of the map holding up in tires. As Ripjaws goes down, I think he only saw one of his players. Kiss is going to take down Ivilch. Stops the Bravo cap at about 80% for VEA. Murdoch and Potere taking out Gems and Wooly. We've got the rest of Armada stuck somewhere between Bravo and Alpha with very little map control save for the streets, which is going to pay off as Murdoch just runs straight out there. We got Kisses heading back to Bravo, starting to decap it. Charlie's getting capped up by Potere. It's a good play by Potere because Kisses is really the nearest. He's not going to be able to get there in time, I don't think. Unless he plays straight onto this, he has to know it's almost capped. He's going to pre-fire. That's going to tip off Potere as to his position. They both know where each other are. It's going to be down to aim, and Kisses just barely seeing a pixel takes down Potere. Meanwhile, Ham's going to capture Bravo. Kingmaker and Grimoire are going to capture Alpha. We've got a 5v5 reset right now, with a solo spawn camper coming out for VEA and the double spawn camp for Armada. Kingmaker picking up 2 kills. Grimoire is watching the other route out of spawn, and Murdoch looks like he might get murked here. Meanwhile, Ham's coming up empty. In a 2v5 right now after that double cap. Who's going to kill Ham? Grimoire is going to take down Murdoch. That was just a nasty, nasty switch in map control. After that reset, I thought for sure that VA had that round earlier on, but a cap and double spawn camp will put it into Armada's pocket. We're 4-7 in Armada's favor here. Grimoire top fragging since the reset. Don't know if he's really caught up to Wooly in adjusted KD though. I didn't bother to screenshot before the reset. I probably should have, so I can refer to it. But you know, y'all know Ripjaws and Wooly were killing it before the reset. Grimoire taking the long way, scenic route. Nivil's just really does look like he's blasting along at 1,000,000 miles an hour. His FOV slider is all the way up, so it looks like he's going faster because more of the map is passing around him. Ripjaws is watching from the dark window position. Tori's Insurgent Arches waiting for someone to push through. Got Grimoire and Kisses pushing balcony. Ripjaw is going to pick up the kill on a Kingmaker. Bravo is wide open for VEA should they decide to play it. All attention is on it though. They're thinking maybe there could be another Armada Bravo player. It looks like Potere is going to get that bucket out of the way, so he's got a better view into the shelf room, into blue, from tires. We got Murdoch watching the street back here. Still just Grimoire and Kisses hiding out. Ham's going to get a kill on top of Wooly. Looks like he flanked him probably from Bravo. He's going to continue his run up onto Apps, where Gems will see the tip of his gun before Ham can see Gems. He'll get the kill. Kiss is going to take down Potere. Ripjaw is going to refrag from Dark Window still. Ivilch is going to take down Grimoire. It's down to Gems in a 1v3. Apps is going to try to kill Ivilch. Gets the kill on the Balk. He's very called out. He's got Murdoch coming up from below. And you're seeing the effect of that 200 ping happening. Murdoch eventually getting the kill onto Gems, ending that round in VEA's favor. Starting to come back, 5-7. See if VEA can keep this momentum, even out the score a little bit more. Shetaz Ruslan saying, is Torso stupid? Armada never plays anything other than B. Well, we saw an Alpha strat a couple rounds ago that didn't pan out, that turned into a kind of amorphous control something between Alpha and Bravo strat. So they're a perfectly capable team, or perfectly capable of playing any point they desire. It just so happens that Bravo is the most hotly contested point in any matchup, so they decide to devote resources to it early. Make it easier to cap later on. They cap it up to 80 or 90% most of the time, and that's just sort of what they do. Ripjaw's missing the shot. I'm assuming that's Kingmaker down here. Ham, though, getting a kill onto Sparkles. Kisses and Sparkles, excuse me. Can't leave out the Kisses. Ripjaw is going to take down Wooly, and Kingmaker is in risk of getting wallbanged here. Multiple positions. Ripjaw is going to get it. I believe he was in Dark Window. Going to get refragged by Ripjaws, or excuse me, refragged by Grimoire, who's playing out on the balcony. Another VEA player is going to peek it. Ivilch goes down to Grimoire. Grimoire just being a tank up there, an anchor. Gems playing back in the street, watching Grimoire's flank in case anyone decides to try to come through Garage. Looks like Murdoch's going to watch drop. They think he might be going Alpha. Meanwhile, Ham is sneaking up onto Balk. Gems is going to hop on Bravo. Grimoire covering him from his corner here. It's not a position often checked. And looks like VEA is once again going to give up Bravo control, and it's a 3v5 at the moment with the respawn. Gem's going to take down Poder, Ham's going to take down Gems, Grinmore is going to take down Ham, and it's all down to Murdoch against 4 Armada players. I would not like to be in this situation. I think he hears this Armada player, though, jumping around over there, so he's going to continue to watch that side. A little bit late with the flick. Kiss is jumping, going to get a Makarov kill as soon as he lands. It is 5-8. We're on match point here on District. So if you guys are VEA fans, they need your support right now. Let's hear about it in the chat. Let's get some VEA Take My Energy, as I see one of those coming out of Blast earlier. I think the story is really being told here, and just the objective focus of Armada. We saw it last round, how it just ruined VEA's day. They were up players, they managed to even out later in the round, but as soon as Gems capped Bravo, with Grinmore watching, I mean 5v2, like that's really only going to go one way in these matchups a lot of the time. Let's see if Kingmaker can make it onto Bravo, or if he's going to try to play through Garage again. Free fire from Wooly comes out, kills Idilch, trying to counter Kingmaker. It looks like Ripjaws is trying to also get the pen onto Kingmaker. Some fire coming out of, I believe that was Murdoch. Ham takes down Grinmore, but the Bravo player is still alive for Armada, and this is really what's going to end up fucking over VEA should they lose this round. Kiss is going to take down Ham. Ripjaws possibly going for a flank. Balcony side, he's made all the way to Insurgent side, but it's not really worth much. There's no one here for him to kill. He's got Wooly on security side. Those players just barely seeing each other. Wooly's going to pick up on Ripjaws before Ripjaws has a chance to respond. And it's all down to Murdoch in a 1v5. Let's see if Murdoch can come up clutch here on District and save his team. Keep them alive in this match. Kiss is going to get the kill. And that will be the match in favor of Armada. That was an awesome match. Very well played by both sides. Thank you all for watching. This was the DGL.org. I have been Torso. Have a good night.